So I haven't done a video log in a while, and I just wanted to do this real quick one on something that's going on and hopefully add some value to some people's lives out there from our personal situation and some changes that we made and some shifts we made over the last few years. So as you can see, I'm in my parents' camper van. I'm definitely not on holidays. Our car's in being repaired. Now, this taught me a little lesson. I wouldn't say it was a lesson, but it taught me or showed me a good piece of growth that we've had as individuals. Basically, Saturday our car was making this noise. We took it in to get serviced. It's been there for a couple of days. It was the rocket cover, which was $600 to replace. It needed a major service, which was $250. And then they broke the coil pack, and we had to pay for a new one of those, which is another, $400 or $500. It come to about $1,500 total, which had me thinking, it sucks paying money to fix things. But there was a point where there's no way I would have had $1,500 just sitting there to chuck at a car and fix the car. Now, I don't want to touch on this too much because I'm going to use this, my story as a video log one day, but basically my lowest point a few years ago was the extent, and not many people know this, but we actually had eviction notices, and we had the repo guy show up on my door. Which I'll do probably a video log on that one day, because that absolutely shifted my entire life when that dude rocked up. So when I was 18, I actually had 3 jobs, and I used to work 6 till 3 in a garage door factory, and then I'd work 5 or 6 till 10, night fill at Big W, and then on Saturdays I built sheds with Dad. So I was making about $2,000 a week when I was 18, and I was living week to week. And I also didn't even have to pay rent or anything like that. Like, I was terrible with money. Like, I just had zero respect for it. And I've come a long way since then. I'm still not perfect. There's a lot of things that I do that I'm still tightening up. But what I'm basically saying is, if you're shit with money today, it doesn't mean you're always going to be shit with money. It just means you're shit with money today. Just do small things. Like, as I said, there's still things I do that are fucking terrible, but I'm getting a lot better and so on. I mean, I wear $5 Kmart shirts everywhere or $5 Target shirts everywhere because to me, like, I don't see the value in spending all my money on fancy clothes right now when I'm still trying to build something. It doesn't faze me. It's just about being that slight bit more disciplined than you were before, and you're slowly going to get ahead. It's not about being rich straight away. It's not about being more comfortable straight away. It's just about compounding it slowly so that you can maintain what you're doing and continually grow. But basically, I had no respect for money pre 2 years ago. My belief system was money doesn't matter, which I think crippled a lot of things that I did. And I worked really hard on just studying and learning and so on about money and the best ways to, correct my belief system. Now, there's one thing that was always said, even pre 2 years ago, that I just always went, nah. And that is, most successful people that I read about, watched, listened to, whatever, they all said, put 10% away. And I remember I used to go, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'll put more away or whatever. And what would happen is I would be so inconsistent that I just didn't put any away. So what we started doing a while ago is just putting a small amount away regularly. The same amount every time so that it was consistent. Now, I understand some of you, and remember, I'm coming from a place of being absolutely broke as a joke. I mean, I lived off peanut butter and bread for a long time there, where you maybe have no money. And what I would suggest is even something as simple as $5 or $10 a week. If you're putting that aside each week and you don't touch it and you can't touch it and whatever, you'll be surprised what discipline it creates and also how handy that will come. Or how handy that will become, in the future when you maybe need to have a chunk of cash there to fix something, or a rainy day, or a holiday, or whatever it is. Now, I'm definitely no financial guru. I'm definitely not killing it. I'm definitely not super successful, but this is just my average Joe tip to you coming from rock bottom to doing all right. Now, personally, I like to use cash. I'm pretty confident in a past life I was pure gangster, and if I could make it rain all day, I would make it rain all day. I put the rap music on when I count that money, and I just keep counting the money. But honestly, guys, my biggest advice, as I said, coming from broke as a joke to doing okay, is just put a small amount away. Don't do something that's like maxing you out every week, because you have different expenses that pop up each week. But just do a small amount that you know what, I'm going to blow that $20 on lunch one day this week anyway. I'm just going to whack that $20 in a a special place, and over the next few weeks, I'm going to have $100, I'm going to have $500, I'm going to have $3,000, whatever it is, like whatever the amount is for you, just, it just helps. And as I said, guys, like, I just wanted to pump a video log out. It's been a while. I've been busy. I'm like on the borderline of burnout at the moment. I'm starting to get a bit of a flu, so I'm trying to relax and revive. I got a slick haircut today to sort of rejuvenate myself a bit. But yeah, like, I don't know if that advice is going to help anyone. This is just what helped me. And as I said, I'm definitely not killing it. I'm not super successful. I'm not a millionaire or anything like that, but it just helped me with little things like a car problems, couple of grand. I don't have to go, fuck, I can't drive that for a few weeks until I save that money up, or, I don't have to go and nimble it or whatever. I can just pay for it and get it out of the way and keep moving forward. And guys, as I said, I don't know if that advice will be helpful, but just a little trick that I worked out. Actually, let me rephrase that. I never worked it out. People said it for a long time. I just never did it because I thought I could do it better. And then I worked out, you don't try and do things better, you do what they say, and then you perfect it to your life, right? But that's it. Have a good one, guys.